All right, so I'm going to do part one of a demo on finding your proportions. I'm going to use Barbie to represent you. So the first thing that you need to do is on a wall or locker or something that's straight, you need to take a piece of tape and place it from above your head all the way down to your feet. You're going to need 2 colored pencils. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to, with shoes off if you have heels, but if you don't have heels, that's fine. You're going to figure out your height. You're going to use a partner to figure out your height. And the floor for you guys will be the bottom, but since I have Barbie here, I better show where the floor is because she's on a stool. All right, so this is how tall Barbie is from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. We're not really caring about measurements here. So now I'm going to determine Barbie's head length. So I'm using the bottom of her chin to determine her head length. So between here and here, we're going to call that 1 head length. Then we're going to use a ruler to determine how many head lengths Barbie is tall. So I find it easiest to just use a piece of tape on my ruler to represent a head length. So there, oops, this represents a head length. So I'm just going to go down. That's my second head length. My third head length. Oh, I'm going to grab another pencil. My pencil broke. My fourth head length. My fifth head length. My sixth. My seventh. And then I have about a half a head length there. Slightly less than a half a head length. So, wait, slightly more than a half a head length. So I'm just going to put 1/2. So Barbie is 7 1/2 head lengths tall. I'm going to show you this closer, what I've done. Can you guys? There we go. 1 head length. And I labeled them in 1 colored pencil. Now, this isn't working so hot. I'm going to try moving this closer and see if it helps. Okay, so now I'm going to switch colored pencils. And putting Barbie, I'm going to mark how high her shoulders are. And I'm going to label that S. I'm going to mark where her elbow is. And I'm going to label that E. I'm going to mark where her wrist is. And I'm going to label that W. When her fingers are relaxed, where her fingertips are, so I'm going to make them slightly longer just because her hands are out. Fingertips. Then I'm going to mark where her knee is. I'm going to label that K. And where her ankle is. And I'm going to label that A. So step 1 is figuring out your proportions with a partner.